Hello, YouTube, and hello, EASHL and Hut community. Now, I know hockey is not a popular sport for many. I know there's many other game modes out there that are more popular, uh, game titles like FIFA and Madden, stuff like that. And hockey doesn't really get the recognition I think it deserves. Like, there's a lot of people in this community that do hard work to put out content. Obviously, you got the Bacon Countries, and you've got the 2BC Productions. You got all of them, but there's a lot of smaller guys too that are trying to build up the community as best as possible, and do what's necessary to put out videos for you guys. So you guys can have content to watch on YouTube if you do like hockey. And me, I love hockey. Hockey is my favorite sport. Right next to football. I love football too. I play a lot of Madden. And then FIFA or soccer is third. Those are my three favorites in order: hockey, football, soccer. And I play all those games. And like I said, I'm going to now be hopefully part of the YouTube community that is trying to put hockey on the map. It's going to take me a long time. I know it is. I'm fairly new to YouTube, very new to YouTube. Hell, I only have 50 some subscribers. But you know what? That's okay. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and I am here to stay. I will be uploading daily, if not daily. I will be uploading every other day. Mainly, I'm going to focus my channel on, like I said, NHL, but I do play Madden, I do play FIFA, and I definitely play Call of Duty a lot. So all of those games will be on my channel, but the main game will probably be NHL. And as you can see right now, I decided to do a pack opening. Now, EA just released some packs. They are the World Cup of Hockey packs, and they are $25K per pack, and they are 500 EA bucks, or whatever you call them, EA points, whatever they're called. And as you can see, so far, not so good. I don't know. I think I've opened maybe 2, maybe 3 of them so far. I know I opened up one off stream or off recording because I thought I was recording, and I realized I wasn't. So I'm like, I messed up, because you only get 5 of them. Franz Nielsen, it's not a bad pull. He's an 86. In my very first pack, you saw I got Braden Shen. I'm a huge Flyers fan, so I was okay with that. And then I got Seth Jones, which I'm really okay with. I love defensemen with high skating. I think this year's game, you need a defenseman with high skating, unlike last year where you could get away with like slower skating defensemen, because last year's game, it was, I think in my mind, a lot easier to play with big body players, like bigger defensemen, even though they were slower, just because of how easy it was to hold on to the puck. Whereas this year's game, they made a change to the poke check. It's very OP, overpowered, but I like it. I'm a defenseman in ESHL, so of course I'm going to like the poke check. When I play Hut, I try to give up a least amount of shots per game. I try to keep those shots under 10. I make sure I don't want you to have the puck at all in my zone. So anything under 4 time an attack, I feel great about myself. Last year I played a lot of Hut. I've played maybe over 200 games, and I won maybe 175 of them and lost maybe 25 of them. So, that's, in my mind, that's a fairly good record. And, and that's me playing against good players in the Division 1. I love playing good players. I will never run away from a good player, just because I love the competition. If you beat me, you beat me. If you dominate me, you dominate me. I will admit it. I'm not afraid to admit it, but I know a lot of players in Hut. It seems like they get themselves on the leaderboards, and then they start running away from other top players on the leaderboards. Well, what's the point in that? If you're not going to be able to beat the best, then you shouldn't be the best. And that's my opinion, and that's probably a lot of other people's opinions. But there are a few that like to run and take easy wins. But yeah, so like I said, the World Cup of Hockey packs, there were a limited amount. You could only buy 5 of them. And, I didn't know that. Because when you click on it, it says unlimited. But then there's a thing in the main menus to where it says 5, and I didn't know that until I asked one of my friends in the party. I'm like, how come it's not letting me buy anymore? They explained it to me, so then I decided, well, I have all these points, why not go and buy the most expensive gold packs? And that's what I'm doing. Buying them, and I'm not getting anything. Like, my pack luck is pretty good. Well, I did get a Louis Erickson. Like, I think he's pretty good. That's a good skating. I love high skating players, so that was pretty good. And those jerseys, I like the Blackhawk jerseys. I'm a jersey fanatic. I love different jerseys. I love wearing different jerseys. You will never catch me wearing the same jerseys twice. So if I lose in a jersey, I'm never wearing them again. And if I win 10 games straight, after that 10 game, switching jerseys, because I'm superstitious and I like making changes. I do like the all the new jerseys in the game, because them adding the new league in the game, so that makes jerseys even better for me, because I have a wide variety of them now, a wider selection of them. I do love draft champions. EA is actually adding new features in this game that they didn't take out in previous games and put back in and say, oh, it's a new feature. So I'm glad they're doing that. One of them being the pass assist. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but now you can change the pass assist. In all the other games, all the way dating back to NHL 09, your pass assist was automatically, the default was at 100. Now you have the ability to change that. And that, to me, made a huge difference in my gameplay in club, in ESHL, and in Versus. Oh, sorry. And in HUT. ESHL and club, the same thing. Sorry. And in HUT. Because I don't know if this happened to you guys last year, but I would try to make a pass, and it would either go between both of the skaters and not connect, or go nowhere near where I wanted it to go. And that frustrated me the most. I hated it so much. I wanted to throw my controller at my TV or at my monitor. I wanted to take my game and my Xbox and sell it right away. This year, now with the ability of me being able to change it, I have mine on 40. Now with 40, I find that's my favorite. That's my sweet spot. And I know a lot of people use 50. Some people use 60. Some people even go lower than me. But for me, 40 feels right. And it's just improved my passing so much, especially with how good the one touching is in this game. It hasn't felt this way in a while. I love how the one touches are. You can do so many nicer plays now with the one touching, so many, cross crease plays, because the one touching is just so fluent, and it's pretty accurate in my opinion. So I love it. Another new feature that they added into the game was draft champions. I know all the other EA games had it, like FIFA and Madden. They have draft champions in it, and I believe it's a step in the right direction. I would like to see the rewards to be a little bit better, rather than the 4 draft collectibles that you can get eventually. The 92 Minimum Ultra, I get it, that's pretty cool, but it's 100 of them, so that's a lot of games. I would like to see maybe some coin rewardage from doing them. Maybe not too much. Maybe if you win all 4, you get 4,000 coins. You get 1,000 per round. That'd be pretty cool. It's a quick way to earn coins. And I know a lot of people have their methods of earning coins quick, like the 59-minute mark. I as well do the 59-minute mark thing. It's just time consuming. It is very time consuming. If you do not have an hour, if you do not have 2 hours, just to sit there and stare at the 59-minute mark, then it's not worth your time. Because that's what you got to do. You got to stare at every single card that comes up at the 59-minute mark. You got to know your prices of the players, and you got to sell them. Fortunately for me, I got lucky very early on. The game has just been released, so prices are a little bit down, and they're fluctuating a little bit. So I was able to get 4 Shea Webbers for $25K, and I sold them for around $33 to $35 a piece. So I made roughly about $8K on each card with the tax and stuff. So I made $32K there, and that's why you see I have over $100K in coins right now. Also on the market currently, as this I was recording this video, I do have a Duncan Keith and a Jude Dowdy. Shout out to my friend who gave me those cards. He was very generous. He told me I could sell them, so I'm selling them so I can make more content for you guys. I have a bunch of series in mind involving Hut. I'm very excited. As I said, I'm a very new YouTuber, and I am just extremely excited to be hopefully a part of this YouTube community and hopefully to grow NHL as a whole. Now, the NHL community is a bit different from all the other ones. The people in the community, I don't know how to describe them. Some of them are, really cool, and some of them are just complete assholes. I mean bad. Some of the things they say, they shouldn't be said on camera. So I'm just going to stop talking about it there, not going into any further detail about that. But as you can see, man, my pack luck is just shitting the bed. Shitting the bed. I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten anything over an 86. Maybe I did. I can't remember too much. Keep in mind, I'm doing this voiceover after I've already recorded the video, so my memory is kind of dull, so bear with me here. But yeah, I had really good pack luck last year, really good. And this year, it's starting off very, very bad. Hey, look, another Seth Jones. There you go. I got a duplicate of a card that I like, but what's that going to do for me? It's not going to sell for any coins. But, yeah, I don't know. I do really like this NHL game. I'm hoping that the next tuner they do or next patch doesn't ruin it for me, because I'm having a lot of fun in this game. I haven't had this much fun in an NHL game since I started, which was NHL 10. That's that's my very first NHL game. That's the very first one I bought. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying myself. I have a decent amount of friends on Xbox that I play with, and they're really cool. They're really great. I love playing games with them. They're good, so I can get a lot of good content, like for montages. Oh, those Detroit jerseys have been my favorite jerseys in the game since they were added. I love those jerseys. I don't know why. They're just my favorite, and that's why I keep them. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The people I play with, they're very, very good at this game, in my opinion. So I can have a lot of content for like my ESHL goal montage. I'll have ESHL videos. I'm in Pro Series, which is ran by Nooch TV. It's a competitive 6v6 league. And look at this pack. I remember this pack. You see the 87 Seabrook? I was excited. And then, boom. Look at that. Jonathan Toews, baby. I was freaking out in the party. By far my best pull yet in this game. In my opinion, he is the best defensive center. The only other two that you can make an argument about is Bergeron and Kopitar. But, yep. As I was said, what I'm going to do content-wise is I'm going to be uploading a lot of competitive ESHL. I'm in a thing called Pro Series, where it is competitive 6v6 for a prize pool at the end of the season. And, this is where you're going to play the best of the best in this NHL game. So I'm excited for that. I will be doing a lot of pack openings. I will be doing a lot of different things with draft champions, and I'm just excited. I'm just stoked to be here. I'm stoked to be doing this. It's a long time. It was a long time coming for me. I've always wanted to, make YouTube videos. Even if I only get 70 people, even if I get 50 people, 5 people, at least it's people watching the content that I'm putting out, and that just means the world to me. But yeah, this, as you can see, was my final pack. If you looking for more videos, just keep on the lookout. Please subscribe to me. If you did like the comment, please leave a thumbs up. If you did like the content, and please leave a comment in the description, or please leave a comment for me so I know what you guys like to see. Anyways, I'm out. See ya.